Welcome to the Elevating Leaders series, where we go beyond the headlines and straight to the people who are redefining insurtech and business transformation. We've caught up with the visionaries and the pioneers that are currently driving the industry forward, bringing you exclusive insights, strategies, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. If you're ready to go deeper, this is your front row seat to the future of insurance. I'm Miguel Edwards, and this is 5 Minutes.
We're here at ITC, and AI is in almost every conversation. Or
it gets forced into every conversation.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm doing here. I got to force it into this conversation so I get my credit, right? I got to get my credit. So what are you seeing on the horizon for AI, whether it has to do with the Florida market or more broadly? What are some of the use cases that you see out there are making sense?
AI is a game changer.
Yeah,
in so many different ways. Of course, insurers are going to be very risk averse.
Yep.
In how they do it, and they need to be. The typical AI that the listener is going to be that they can relate to is going to be like ChatGPT,
yeah.
Gemini, and those things. And that's not custom fit,
right,
for insurance,
right.
You know that,
yeah,
I know that.
sure.
Like you can't just slap. And I've seen companies like talk to this. You almost have to like, whoa there. Let's pull the reins back a little bit here. Those large language models and that generative AI is not custom built for insurance. Be extremely careful.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
With that said, things like reading policies, things like, analyzing policy language, speeding up a claims process. It is kind of built for that.
Right.
It's kind of built to read things, analyze it, summarize it, come to a conclusion, especially reading a policy. I just had a conversation with someone where we laughed about how our jobs were to compare the current year's policy with last year's policy and find the discrepancies or where the underwriter may have made a mistake and put in policy language that deviated from our submission.
Right.
Do you know how mind-numbing that is?
Oh, gosh. And then the human error factor, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. AI is custom built for efficiency around those kinds of functions. So
sure.
I see it capable of streamlining claims, streamlining underwriting, not doing the underwriting, just streamlining it.
Yeah.
Getting a pile of submissions and having AI say, these are more likely to be successful for you. You should work on these first.
Yes.
Sort of thing. And then saying like, oh, and by the way, we took the data and we moved it to the next stage in the underwriting process. Mm-hmm. AI is custom built for that. We should adopt it. We should see tremendous efficiencies that are coming from that. And hopefully that shows up in loss ratios and overhead expense and things like that. So the AI thing is completely real.
Yeah.
When you're in it and you're working with it, the last time I had the same sort of excitement on something was when I found Google. Right. It's the same thing. Like, whoa.
Yeah. And it doesn't feel like a flash in the pan like blockchain. It's here.
Things like blockchain and stuff, like I still think there's a use case for blockchain, but clearly that has not emerged as something that's going to be ubiquitous. AI will be ubiquitous, just like searches. It is just part of the vernacular. We won't even see it. It is going to be so built into workflows and functions, we won't even see it act.
Yeah.
But we need to be careful. I heard a story this morning about a life insurance claim where there was, someone died, and in the process of going through the claim, the life insurance company put it through an AI chatbot.
Okay.
Right? So there was an AI voice on the other side of the phone, and it's like, someone should have caught that. That's the wrong time to have a robotic voice ask for a claim number or a policy number. That's a time where we're supposed to show our chops around that. So live and learn. We're making mistakes. We're going to keep making mistakes. Make mistakes.
Right.
Learn. Make mistakes, but then learn from them and fix them.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.